Chapter 5. The Vow to Sacrifice a Son. Abd al-Muttalib was respected by Quraysh for his generosity, his reliability, and his wisdom. He was also a very handsome man with a most commanding presence. His wealth was yet another reason why he should consider himself fortunate, and now all this was crowned by the honor of being the chosen instrument through which Zamzam had been restored. He was deeply grateful to God for these blessings, but his soul was still troubled by thoughts of the moment when he had been told to stop digging, and when everything had seemed to hang in the balance. All had gone well, praise be to God, but never before had he felt so keenly his poverty, for so it seemed to him, in having only one son. His cousin Umayyah, for example, the head of the clan of Abdu Shams, was blessed with many sons, and if the digger had been Mughira, the chief of Makhzun, his sons could have made a large and powerful circle round him. But he himself, although he had more than one wife, had only one son to uphold him. He was already half resigned to this, but God, who had given him Zamzam, could also increase him in other respects, and encouraged by the favor he had just received, he prayed God to give him more sons, adding to his prayer the vow that if he would bless him with 10 sons and let them all grow to manhood, he would sacrifice one of them to him at the Kaaba. His prayer was answered. The years passed, and 9 sons were born to him. When he made his vow, it had seemed to refer to a very far-off possibility. But the time came when all his sons were grown up except the youngest, Abd Allah, and his vow began to dominate his thoughts. He was proud of all his sons, but he had never been equally fond of them all, and it had long been clear to him that Abd Allah was the one he loved most. Perhaps God also preferred this same son, whom he had endowed with remarkable beauty, and perhaps he would choose him to be sacrificed. However that might be, Abd al-Muttalib was a man of his word. The thought of breaking his oath did not enter his head. He was also a man of justice, with a deep sense of responsibility, which meant that he knew what responsibilities were to be avoided. He was not going to place upon himself the burden of deciding which son he would sacrifice. So when it was no longer possible to consider Abd Allah as a mere stripling, he gathered his 10 sons together, told them of his pact with God, and called on them to help him keep his word.